2 decades since his first American Music Award win, Eminem has once again claimed the top spot. On Monday night, May 26th, the Detroit legend was named favorite male hip-hop artist at the 2025 American Music Awards, beating out an all-star lineup that included Drake, Future, Tyler the Creator, and Kendrick Lamar. Though he wasn't physically present at the awards show, Eminem delivered a pre-recorded acceptance speech from his hometown of Detroit, where he's been laying low while celebrating the success of his latest project, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace. His 9th AMA win marks a triumphant return for the rap icon, who hadn't won at the AMAs since 2014. AMAs, what's up? Favorite male hip-hop artist, thank you, I appreciate that, M said with a smirk. I think it's been 23 years since I won my first AMA and I'm 24 years old. That's crazy. Seriously, man, thank you to the fans. Thank you to everyone who voted for me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Full circle moment. Eminem's first AMA win came back in 2003, and this latest award adds another notch to one of the most celebrated careers in hip-hop history. Presented by Heidi Klum, who joked about her own brief foray into rap with Snoop Dogg, the award emphasized Eminem's staying power in a rapidly changing music landscape. His 2024 album, The Death of Slim Shady, proved he's far from fading. Debuting at number 1 on the Billboard 200, the project sold 281,000 equivalent album units in its first week, the biggest rap release of the year. The album, widely seen as a symbolic retirement of M's infamous alter ego, marked his 11th number 1 album, a testament to his enduring fan base. Fans still ride with Eminem. Eminem's AMA's victory didn't come easily. Drake and Kendrick Lamar both had critically acclaimed albums in the eligibility window, and Tyler, the Creator, continues to dominate with genre-blurring hits. Still, fans rallied behind Slim Shady, pushing him to the top with their votes. The American Music Awards, AMAs, which are entirely fan-voted, gave Eminem yet another reason to thank the people who've stuck with him through every album era. And he did just that, delivering gratitude in a tone only he could balance between genuine and tongue-in-cheek. Slim Shady's legacy stays strong. Eminem's AMA win not only cements his status as a generational icon but also highlights a rare feat, staying relevant across multiple eras of rap. From the Slim Shady LP to Music to Be Murdered By and now TDOS, his evolution as both artist and cultural figure is undeniable. For younger fans just discovering Slim, and older fans reliving the chaos and genius of the early 2000s, this AMA win was more than just a trophy, it was a reminder Eminem never really left. Eminem, whose real name is Marshall Bruce Mathers III, is an American rapper, songwriter, and record producer. The iconic rapper, who broke down racial barriers and embodied the despair of the American underclass, is credited with popularizing hip-hop in Middle America. Many artists were influenced by his contentious work in the late 1990s and early 2000s, with some of his most popular tracks appearing on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Early life. Marshall Bruce Mathers III was born on October 17, 1972, in St. Joseph, Missouri, to Marshall Bruce Mathers Jr. and Deborah Ray Debbie. His parents were in a band called Daddy Warbucks, but Eminem was raised by his mother, Debbie, in poverty. Eminem and his mother lived in a working-class, primarily black, Detroit neighborhood where he was beaten by black youths and frequently fought with his mother. Eminem's first rap song was Reckless on the Breakin' soundtrack, which his uncle, Ronnie Polkinghorne, gifted him. At 14, Eminem began rapping with high school friend Mike Ruby, adopting the names Mannix and Eminem, which evolved into Eminem. They attended open mic contests at the Hip Hop Shop, considered ground zero for the Detroit rap scene. Eminem struggled to succeed in a predominantly black industry, but was appreciated by underground hip-hop audiences. He worked at several jobs to help his mother pay the bills, often threw him out of the house after taking most of his paycheck. Personal life. Eminem was twice married to Kimberly and Scott, who he met in high school. They had a daughter, Haley Jade, who was his only biological child. They divorced in 2001, and Eminem filed for divorce in 2006. Haley Jade is a social media influencer and has a podcast called Just a Little Shady. She married Evan McClintock in May 2024. Eminem legally adopted and had custody of his former sister-in-law's daughter Elena Marie and Scott's child from an affair. He also raised his younger half-brother Nathan. Eminem dated actress Brittany Murphy in the 2000s, but they broke up due to differences in personalities. In 2013, Eminem expressed his love for his mother and apologized for some of his songs. Net worth. Eminem is a multi-platinum selling American rapper, producer, and actor who has a net worth of $250 million. In touring years, Eminem is consistently one of the highest paid entertainers in the world. In a given year, Eminem makes around $20 million a year. In years where he is actively touring to support an album, that number can easily approach $30 to $50 million. He has made millions off his own music and albums by artists under his label, Shady Records. Between 2004 and 2019 alone, which doesn't include his most successful album-selling days, he earned at least $280 million pre-tax. His total career earnings to date likely approach $420 million. Music career. Eminem formed New Jax in 1988 and later formed Soul Intent with Proof. They released an EP in 1995. In 1996, they formed The Dirty Dozen, which released the Underground EP in 1997 and Devil's Night in 2001. Eminem's debut album, Infinite, was a commercial failure and lacked his comical violent style. In 1997, he developed Slim Shady, a sadistic alter ego, expressing anger through lyrics about drugs, rape, and murder. He signed to Aftermath and Interscope in 1998 and released the Slim Shady LP in 1999. In 1999, Eminem founded Shady Records with Paul Rosenberg. His 2000 album, The Marshall Mathers, broke U.S. records for fastest-selling hip-hop album and solo album. Despite controversies, the album featured Eminem's first single, The Real Slim Shady. Eminem performed on various tours, including the Up in Smoke Tour and The Blueprint. His 2002 album, The Eminem Show, explored his fame, relationships, and hip-hop status. Eminem produced tracks for Tupac Resurrection and Loyal to the Game, and was investigated for threatening the U.S. president. His 2004 album Encore, which contained slurs towards Michael Jackson, was controversial. In 2007, Jackson and Sony bought Famous Music, giving him rights to songs by Eminem, Shakira, and others. In 2005, Eminem began his first U.S. concert tour, but canceled the European leg due to drug rehab. He released Curtain Call, The Hits in 2005 and Eminem Presents, The Re-Up in 2006. Eminem's comeback from a hiatus in 2007 to 2009 was marked by a focus on his own music and a new album, Relapse. Despite initial reluctance to release another album, Eminem eventually decided to focus on his own work and production. In 2008, he announced that he would release 2 new albums in 2009, with Relapse being the first. Although it did not sell as well as previous albums and received mixed reviews, it was a commercial success and re-established Eminem's presence in the hip-hop world. Eminem also headlined at the Voodoo Experience in New Orleans, performing several songs from Relapse, his older hits, and an appearance by D12. In November 2009, he announced Relapse, Refill, a re-release of Relapse with 7 bonus tracks. Eminem's first album, Recovery, was the best-selling digital album in history and topped the Billboard 200 chart for 5 consecutive weeks. He collaborated with Rihanna on Love the Way You Lie, Part 2. In 2012, he announced the Marshall Mathers LP2, which debuted at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. In 2015, he released the official Eminem box set, featuring 7 of his 8 studio albums. He collaborated with artists like Boogie, Logic, and Ed Sheeran. Eminem's albums, Music to Be Murdered By and Curtain Call 2, debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and certified gold. In 2022, he released Curtain Call 2, covering his albums and collaborations. In 2022, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with special guest appearances. Eminem signed with Easy Mill in July 2023, and in November 2023, he released the Marshall Mathers LP2 Expanded Edition, marking the 10th anniversary of its original release. Eminem's 2024 album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, features a true crime-themed album, a cameo by 50 Cent, and a joint Instagram video with magician David Blaine. The album's lead single, Houdini, topped charts worldwide, and its music video was produced by Cole Bennett. Artistry. Eminem's rapping style is influenced by various MCs and is known for its varied, humorous subject matter. He uses alter egos, such as Slim Shady, to create complex rhyme schemes and rhythms. Eminem has collaborated with artists like Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, and others. He is known for structuring his songs around lyrics rather than beats, with exceptions like Stand and the Marshall Mathers LP2. In 1998, rapper Necro gifted Eminem a CD with the beat for Non-Fiction's song Black Helicopters. Eminem, a successful hip-hop artist, has been compared to Bob Dylan, John Lennon, and Elton John for his impact on the music industry. His anger-fueled music represents the reality of American underclass and has been praised by artists like The Weeknd, Usher, and more. Eminem's music has been compared to the Beatles' John Lennon, who was subject to pickets and protests. His legacy is largely attributed to his ability to break racial barriers and inspire artists to confront societal realities. Achievements and honors. Eminem is a successful music artist with over 220 million records sold worldwide, 13 #1 albums on the Billboard 200, 47.4 million albums, 107.5 million singles in the US, and over 10 billion views on YouTube Vivo. He has received numerous awards, including 15 Grammys, 8 American Music Awards, 17 Billboard Music Awards, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2022. Legacy. Eminem, a white rapper, has gained global commercial success and is widely recognized for breaking racial barriers in popular music. His anger-fueled music represents widespread angst and the reality of American underclass. Eminem has been greatly influential for artists of various genres, with critics comparing his work to Bob Dylan's modern-day William Shakespeare and the Beatles' John Lennon.